Good morning. The Brazos County Commissioner Court will come to order in regular session August 12th, 2025 at 10 a.m. at the Commissioner's Court of the Brazos County Administration Building on 200 South Texas Avenue. Today I will lead you in the invocation and the pledges, so please bow your heads. Lord, thank you for giving us this beautiful day. Thank you for giving us our citizens and the ability to work together to make Brazos County a better place to live. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Agenda item number 2, call for citizens' input and concerns. The court now calls Paul Veens. Paul, please state your name and what precinct you live in.
My name is Paul Veens, often referred here as Mr. Kathy Veens. Fred, is she looking? Is she looking? District 4, Precinct 4. Well, I'm here for 2 reasons. The first one is I just spent 3 days at the gun show over at Legends, and I just wanted to publicly thank and acknowledge Bobby Gutierrez, the mayor of Bryan. He did a fantastic job in that organization. I happen to know that there were over 3,500 people on Friday and over 7,000 people on Saturday. Don't know the Sunday numbers. I also am having spent a lot of time talking to individuals. There were a lot of people from out of state. There was one fellow who flew down on his jet from, I think it was Iowa. It was an amazing event, and I just wanted to make sure that it was on the record and on camera my gratitude for his work in doing this. He was very active all 3 days. Next subject. So, as some of you may know, I'm on the board of directors of the Museum of the American GI, and I'm also the military and weapons consultant for Glenn Beck and all of his organizations. And I'm involved as a lecturer and instructor, etc. Well, tonight at the Phillips Center at 1830 hours, we're bringing a bunch of artifacts down from the museum in Irving, Texas, and giving a talk. It's free. I expect everybody there. And the artifacts I've asked to bring down are quite significant. One of the things that has always got to me personally as a historian is the fact that we seem to be studying the wrong heroes in our society. So I've asked him to bring down and to talk about 3 African-American heroes from the Revolutionary War. How many people here know that the first casualty was African-American? How many people here know that the Battle of Bunker Hill was decided by an African-American who shot a 2-star general? How many people here know that George Washington's leading spy with Cornwallis was an African-American? So that's just a number of some of the things. If you came to the Trump Reagan Day dinner, you know I brought a bunch of things in, talked about, and then David Barton also talked about. So we're going to have a lot of artifacts there. It's going to be pretty crowded. Phillips Center, 1830 hours, and I expect everybody to be there. Thanks.
Paul, thank you.
All right.
Court now calls Adam Perdue. Adam, please state your name and the precinct you live in.
Hello, I'm Adam Perdue, Precinct 2. Today I would like to speak on John Polster's contract, the RMA, and the MPL. So first of all, I would like clarification from this court about the status of John Polster's contract. Presumably it is dead because it was downvoted last time around, but there's also been rumors that you've gone month to month. And so presuming that that's going to be the answer, I can see how Mr. Aird might be able to read it, that it goes month to month, but I would ask each one of you to read it and see if you actually think that was the intent of that wording within the contract. And then even if you do, I would ask you to be open and transparent about who the county is hiring as consultants, and bring this back up to a new contract to the matter of in court and open court. And then, so on the RMA was decidedly voted down as part of trip bond number 2. The people of this county were asked whether or not they wanted to fund the RMA, and they said no. And yet this county continues to fund the RMA. So I would ask again that that be also brought before the people in the open court again to discuss why the county continues to fund through the back door using county resources the RMA, and then also discuss in open court the actual purposes of the RMA. The RMA exactly encompasses the county, spends money only on stuff that the county would be spending on, has no funding from outside of the county. And so what is exactly the purpose of the RMA other than accounting gimmicks and or obfuscation and hiding what the county funding may or may not be funding? And then the MPO. I would like to request the removal of the East Loop from the MPO thoroughfare. So the county needs to have a formal request to remove the inner East Loop from the MPO thoroughfare plan. But I would, so that one for sure, but also I would like to go further. During this process, the county and its agents used the existence of any crayon line on this map from 10 years ago as proof and of a process and of actual studies and formalities that should be done before a roadway is built. And so I would actually ask that the county request that any and every crayon line on this map that does not actually have any justification to be built today or 5 years ago be removed from this map. If 10 years from now we're going to have to go through the same process where it'll be a different set of citizens, which we had back in 2017. The inner East Loop had been protested, and then another different set of citizens has to come for a different roadway, and then gets this citizenship requires participation and gives county agents to telling citizens that it was on the map for 10 years. And so then this is right now the formal protest of the citizens that unless we see an actual justification for this line on the map, we don't want it on the map. And so then I would go back, I would like to, my request for what is the current status of John Polster's contract to be answered.
Mr. Perdue, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Judge, if I could correct one factual misstatement.
Please, sir.
The voters did not vote against the RMA. The voters failed to approve an increase to the registration. And that fee that they didn't approve would have gone to the RMA to fund it, but the RMA itself is not on the ballot for the voters to approve of or disapprove.
Thank you, Bruce. Court.
I would like to correct the
Whoa,
statement
whoa,
of fact.
whoa. Dr.
That's
Mr.
not
Perdue,
what I said.
Let's,
I said they funded down the funding for the
Mr.
RMA.
Perdue, we're going to stay in the guidelines of the court, and we will fix that at another time. And I'm sorry, I'm shuffling papers because there's only 3 citizen statements today, and it's odd. But Mr. Barnes, the court would like to hear from you. Chris Barnes, please state your name and the precinct you live in.
Good morning. My name's Chris Barnes. I'm precinct 2. I'm here to finish what I started last week when I ran out of time. I was talking about impact fees and basically asking the court to start considering using them. I believe that Brazos County does not use impact fees right now. My main reason for advocating for impact fees is, one, I think there's no disagreement with the statement that growth causes a need for capital expenditures. I think that's something everybody agrees with. You know, if the population of the county were to increase by like 30%, just to pick a round number, I think it's logical to assume that Sheriff Dickey would probably need about 30% more deputies. He might need 30% more jail space. At some point, we'd probably need another fire station out in the county, along with the equipment and the personnel to staff it. We'd probably need about 30% more water towers, water capacity, need more landfill space. We'd need to expand existing roads to handle 30% more traffic. I could go on and on. I'm sure the county's probably better aware of the different services that are funded by the population. So the real question becomes, how do we pay for it? And I really only see two choices. One is to tax everyone, which is what we do right now. This includes all the people who currently live here and who have lived in Brazos County for 40 years, however long it's been. And they've already paid for the infrastructure that's already here. The second is to use impact fees at a rate high enough to cover the cost of all new infrastructure requirements. And I want to make sure I say new infrastructure requirements. I'm not talking about repairing things or maintenance. To me, this becomes a simple fairness issue. It's simply far more of a fair to move the burden of paying for capital projects that are caused by growth to those people who are causing the growth. A couple of pros and cons for this. One, it allows the funds raised to be, you're allowed to do it without having to raise property taxes or sell bonds which have incurred interest rates. It might even allow property tax rates to get lowered, which, you know, how unique would that be? As elected officials, I think that's something that you would find pretty appealing. I know that your voters who put you in office would find that pretty appealing. It makes development more expensive, which some people would probably consider to be a negative. I think that's a good thing. We've already seen that there's a large percentage of voters who do not want new development, especially out in the county. We want Brazos County to maintain its rural lifestyle. This is not just a Brazos County issue. Sid Miller, our current our state ag commissioner, released information on their website which said the state has seen a decrease in the number of farms with the 2022 census of agriculture showing a loss of over 17,000 farms according to the Texas Farm Bureau. And it's also impacting farm sizes in that the farms that are less than 100 acres are impacted more than large farms. So the farms that remain get bigger and bigger, which I think is a detriment to our lifestyle. From 2017 to 2022, 650 acres of rural land is lost every day in the state, which means the number one cause of this is urban development. That's close enough. Thank you.
Mr. Barnes, thank you. Thank you for the citizens' input. Now we will consider and take action on agenda items 3 through 14. Agenda item number 3, approval requested from the Sheriff's Office for acceptance of donated funds in the amount of $8,863.09 from the Texas Association of Counties Risk Management Pool to be used for employee safety equipment.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioners, any discussion? There being none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. Agenda item number 4, approval requested from the Sheriff's Office to apply for the grant from Rural Law Enforcement Grant, Senate Bill 22, in the amount of $500. Funds may be used to supplement salaries, create new positions, purchase safety equipment, and purchase firearms and purchase vehicles. 500,000, sorry. My new progressive lenses tried to save us some money.
Move to approve.
We have a motion to approve and a second. We do have citizens' input. The court calls Ann Boney. Ms. Boney, please state your name and the precinct you reside in.
Good morning. My name is Ann Boney, and I reside in Precinct 4.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioners and Judge, for allowing me this opportunity to speak. On, first of all, and I know I'm supposed to speak on 4, but I like the way y'all rearranged this courtroom while I was gone. You waited until I left to do it, but it's okay.
We anticipated your return.
Thank you so very much. But I do like the way that you rearranged this. Okay, so I have a question about number 4. So if they apply for this grant and receive this $500,000, will this grant be applied for each year? That was the question that I had. The reason I asked that question is because what happens, it say funds may be used to supplement salaries, create new positions, purchase safety equipment, purchase firearms, and purchase vehicles. Now, let me first say that I have no qualms with the sheriff's office. I work close with all law enforcement here, and all of them know me, and they know that I just speak what I feel or what I think is right. And I have no problem with this request, but what happens after you depleted this $500,000? Who's going to be responsible to keep these new positions going that come with benefits and all that kind of stuff? That means it's going to be on the taxpayers. Purchase safety equipment and firearms and vehicles. So if they need repairs, who's going to pay for them? $500,000 can only go so far. And then we're talking about the licenses for these vehicles. So that was my concern or my question. I have no problem with the $500,000, but once we've depleted that, can we reapply for it? Or who's going to be responsible to maintain what needs to be done?
Ms. Boney, thank you, and I'm going to call up Chief Stewart to answer your questions. Or Paul, with Chief Stewart. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, very good question. So the answer to the first is yes, we can reapply for it, but obviously grants aren't guaranteed forever, and especially this one, if the county gets to a certain population, we don't qualify for that amount anymore. And so we've been really cautious about using it for any additional positions because those are ongoing costs, and foreseeing exactly what you mentioned. If we create a position with it and then we don't get funded for it next year, what happens to that? So we've only been using it to purchase equipment, and there have been some vehicles, and those have a 3-year, $36,000 mile warranty, and we can auction them off, at the end. But it's not guaranteed, but it is money from the state that we paid to them to begin with, and so we're trying to get some of that back. Did I answer all of your things? Yeah.
So Chief Stewart, to be clear, most likely equipment and firearms.
Yes, that's what that's really specific on what we can use it for, and personnel is being used by some counties that they really are struggling to meet minimums on what they're paying jailers, patrol deputies, and that's the main purpose. But we've got a lot of support here, and we're luckily not in that position. So,
Good. Commissioners, any questions for Chief Stewart?
No. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief. We have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion, Commissioners? There being none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. Moving on to agenda item number 5, approval of the Community Supervision Corrections Department interlocal cooperative contract for fiscal year 2026.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. Number 6, approval of deductive change order to CIP number 24-619 tax office and AgriLife site drainage improvements with Norman Construction Services in the amount of $18,291.78.
Move approval.
We have a motion.
Second.
And a second. Any discussion? Commissioners, no discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 7. Consider and take action on the Wixon Creek Special Utility Permit to construct road bore at 5032 Old Reliance Road to provide water services. Site is located in Precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Excuse you. Commissioners, any discussion?
No.
There being no discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The ayes have it. Agenda item number 8, tax refund application for the following.
Move for approval A.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. Number 9, Commissioners Court minutes for the following dates.
Move for approval A through E.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. Moving to agenda item number 10, budget amendments, fiscal year 24-25 budget amendments, 4101 through 41.07.
Move for approval.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Agenda item number 11, personnel change of status.
Move for approval.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Agenda item number 12, payment of claims.
Move for approval A and B.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Commissioners, any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same side. The ayes have it. We will jump over agenda items 13 and 14 and move to 15, acknowledgement of the Community Supervision and Corrections Department proposed budgets for fiscal year 2026 and 2027. Agenda item number 16, acknowledgement of monthly report from court auditor for May 2025. County auditor, excuse me, for May 2025. Agenda item number 17, acknowledgement of the fiscal year 2024-2025 budget to actuals by fund as of August 6th, 2025, and the acknowledgement of the fiscal 2024-2025 contingency budget to actuals by fund as of August 6th, 2025. Agenda item number 18, Juvenile Director's Report and Detention Population. Linda, good morning.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We have 20 juveniles in detention, 15 males, 5 females, and 25 on electronic monitors.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Agenda item 19, Sheriff's Report on Inmate Population. Chief Stewart.
Good morning again. Our population this morning is 761. That's 654 males, 107 females, and we have 37 on electronic monitor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 20, announcement of interest items and possible future agenda topics.
Just want to thank everybody that came out for the town hall we had down in Milliken. It was a great event. I enjoyed doing it. So we'll look at, see if we can do it one more time before the end of the year.
Thank you, Commissioner Nettles. For point of information, we will now be using the green clock to my left. It says it is 10:23, and at 10:23, the Commissioners Court will move into executive session. On A through C, and I will call.
Judge, but before we do that, I have a little routine I have to do for item B, and that is for contracts being negotiated where I have submitted my letter stating that would not be in the best interest of the county to negotiate in open forum. And I've submitted that letter and filed it with the court, and I need you to unanimously vote to go into executive session on item B.
Okay,
So moved.
so we have a motion to move into court to negotiate. We have a motion by Commissioner Collins, a second by Commissioner Brown. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Same sign.
Thank you, Judge.
Ayes have it. Thank you. I apologize. So on agenda item B, Aubrey, Bruce, Charles, Nina, Trevor, Ed, Allison, and Bruce. And for agenda item C, Aubrey, Ed, Legal, HR, and Katie. Thank you. We will now adjourn at 10:24 into executive commission session.
Take your proof of insurance and that sheet that you get from the tax office. Just go up to the credit thing. You done?
It is 10:49. The Brazos County Commissioners Court is coming out of executive session, and there is no action needed at this time. It's the intention of this court to adjourn at 10:49 as well. Commissioners, any discussion?
Do we need a motion for adjournment now?
Oh, do we?
Let's go.
Motion to adjourn.
It is 10:49 and 27. Brazos County Commissioner Court is now adjourned. Thank you.